Mississippi, America!
Well, Jimmy Mills, welcome to the UK. You've been here before, though.
Yeah, glad to be back. This is my third trip.
You get quite a lot of travelling out of your sport.
Yeah, it's getting better. Definitely getting to see around Europe a little bit and see some of the states that I hadn't been to, so it's pretty good.
And you actually lived in Holland and trained in Holland. What brought you there, and what was that like? Just
trying to get better with my stand-up. We have in the States, we have a lot of good boxing. And so I boxed a lot, but the total Thai boxing striking game, we're not as good as the rest of the world, obviously, if you watch international kickboxing. So, Holland's the best place. So I moved there and trained with at Ramon Decker's gym. I lived there and trained, and then I met some of the other Golden Glory guys and trained with them. So it was a great experience living there.
We've had a lot of people that go from here, that go to Holland or go to Amsterdam in particular, but they're not usually going there for training.
No,
great party scene as well, and I know you're partial to the odd party.
Yeah. Actually, I barely partied while I was there.
Really?
I just trained so much.
You do enjoy the party side of it as well.
Yeah. You got to go out after the show and do the party scene and cause havoc late night.
Why are you called Cornbread?
I was being a smartass to a promoter. I was supposed to make my pro boxing debut about 4 years ago. The show I was supposed to fight on, the guy kept saying, "Well, you got to have a nickname." I told him I don't want a nickname. I don't like nicknames. So, "Oh no, you got to have a nickname to fight on my show. That's how all the people know the fighters." So he's gonna call me all this, the maniac, the mauler, the marauder. I said, "Look, man," I said, "if you want me to have a nickname that bad," I said, "you can either call me Cornbread or Milkshake. You pick." So I didn't realize that 4 years later, people in Europe are gonna be calling me Cornbread. Somehow it stuck. I don't know.
Let's talk about your fight career. 7-1 at the moment.
Yep.
In MMA. Don't want to be negative. Tell us about the one.
I was winning the fight and just got caught in a submission. Got caught in a guillotine. Just you learn more from that than you do from the 7 wins. I was in control of the fight the whole time and just made a stupid mistake and left my head out. Got caught. Fair play to him. He capitalized.
And how come you changed tack from pro boxing?
I didn't actually have the fight, so I didn't have my guy pulled out about 2 days before, so I never had the pro boxing matches. But I don't know. I'll just love any type of competition. I'm a junkie for it. Whether it's submission, grappling, kickboxing, boxing, whatever. I enjoy it all.
Has it taken you long to get up to speed with the other aspects of MMA, the other skills that are needed other than just striking?
Well, my father was a wrestler, so he started teaching me. He was a wrestler and a boxer. He started teaching me when I was pretty young, and I started. Then, of course, I saw UFC 2. I thought, oh my God, that's it, Eureka, we found it. That's the greatest thing I've ever seen. So I'd watch guys like, the pioneers, Hoist Gracie, Ken Shamrock, Dan Severn, and it's my inspiration for. I thought, I was watching it with all my friends and family, and they're like, "That's crazy," and I'm watching them like, "That's what I'm gonna do one day." So I don't know, it just kind of took off, And I started doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu training. I bought some tapes in a magazine and started learning there, and then I started taking classes in like 2001, I think. Started doing formal BJJ training, and here I am.
Tell us a bit about your training regime. You're training virtually full time now, so tell us, break down your day.
A typical day, I get up and do about an hour of cardio, and then I'll relax and have breakfast, have a shower. Then I go to train with my strength and conditioning coach, and he just absolutely crushes me for a couple hours. He's Lyle Henley at the Athlete Factory in Daphne, Alabama. He's just world-class strength and conditioning. It's phenomenal. He trains lots of pro athletes, NFL, he's NBA. He's worked with Jermaine Taylor a little bit. He's just phenomenal. So I'll do that for a few hours, and Then I'll go home and rest. Then I go to the gym at night and work, you know, boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, work on my MMA game.
What does he say about Jermaine Taylor? Very fast, very
Just
famous
says
boxer.
he's the most incredible athlete he's ever seen. He said whatever sport Jermaine picked, he would have been professional and dominated.
Really? You ever called in to spar with him?
No. That was before I knew him. That was,